Hey everybody, Zach Wolf here with another great Top 5 Tuesday. This week I'm in downtown Houston because I was in court again this morning. So I thought it would be a good time to do the top 5 things I like about good trial court judges. Maybe not the only 5 things, but these are the ones that come to mind. I was just in court with a judge who I thought was particularly good, so these things are fresh on my mind. Number 5 is that a good trial court judge tells people not to interrupt. That seems pretty obvious, but lawyers have a bad habit of interrupting. Sometimes, or most of the time, it would be interrupting the other lawyer. And that's usually not a good idea, but some judges will just sit there while it's happening. I think it's better for the judge to remind lawyers not to interrupt the other lawyer, unless there's a really good reason, like making an objection to evidence or something like that. Number 4 kind of goes with number 5, and that is a good trial court judge lets everyone have their say. It goes with number 5 because if you're going to tell people not to interrupt, you need to give them a chance later to say what they wanted to say. It's not good for judges to cut people off and not let them say what they want to say to the court. The number 3 thing that good trial court judges do, they are polite but firm. So for example, let's say the judge tells somebody not to interrupt and that person keeps interrupting. The judge might have to be a little firm about reminding that person not to interrupt, but the judge can still do it in a polite way. The judge doesn't have to be, have any kind of ugly or disrespectful tone or demeanor. Number 2 is that a good trial court judge cuts through the noise. What do I mean by cuts through the noise? Anytime you have an argument in court between lawyers, a lot of times you're going to have a lot of side issues, little disputes about things that are kind of peripheral to the main issue in front of the court. And I think the really good trial court judges have a way of cutting through those disputes and getting to what really needs to be decided by the court. All right, finally, the number 1 thing good trial court judges do. They apply the law fairly, but not mechanically. And what I mean by that is that the judge should apply the law, not just do what the judge thinks is fair, but the law is not like some board game rules. The law is intended to do justice. And so applying the law fairly means understanding that the purpose of the law is to do justice and applying it in a way that tries to accomplish that objective. That's what I mean by fairly and not mechanically. So those are my top 5 things I like about good trial court judges. Do you have any others? Let me know. If you like this video, hey, hit the like button or leave me a comment or share it with a friend. And hey, thanks for watching.